Something very important to see is that the agave has to be mature enough to be cut. If the agave gets too burned, like we are showing here, it's not very good. So, but if it's very green, it's not good also. So this is the right point of maturity where the agave has to be harvested and cooked.
You're absolutely right in that respect. What I learned is something is that this is like a male agave. When it has this, it has a little, that's a male plant, and the female will have something like this.
Oh.
And the male will have this. And when you take it out, it becomes like a tube of wax.
Oh, really? I haven't heard about that. Let me ask Manuel. Manuel, ¿qué hay agaves machos y agaves hembras?
Sí.
Ah.
Este es macho y hembra.
This is a male agave and this is a female agave? I didn't know that. Well, this is something I didn't know. The female agave doesn't give a quiote. Do you know what is the quiote? Yes. So that's very important. Thank you. I learned that.
Have the quiote?
Let me see here. Perdón, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Ramón Lozano.
Ramón. Mr. Ramón. Hey, Ramón, tell me something. ¿Por cuántos años ha estado trabajando aquí, Ramón?
Aquí por 6 años.
6 years. 6 years you've been working here. And what is it? ¿Qué es esto?
Esto es una hacha.
Oh, muy bien. Es filosa. ¿Nunca se ha cortado?
No.
Wow. Está filosilla, ¿eh?
Sí, está filosa.
¿Y nunca se ha cortado usted?
No.
You have never had an accident with this?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No, está bien filosa.
Muy bien. Muchas gracias.
Nada.
Don Manuel is showing me a cogollo. Cogollo is from the male or female?
Esto es de hembra.
Es de female. ¿Y cuál es el quiote del macho? What is the quiote?
Este está unido hasta acá, que no se puede quitar.
Ah, here. Este es quiote. You cannot remove the quiote out from the agave head, but the cogollo, you can remove it. So this is male. Este es macho.
Macho.
The male, you cannot remove it out from the head, but the cogollo out of the female.
Exactamente.
Let me see here. See here. The female has the cogollo and you can remove it out of here. If you leave it here, your tequila becomes sour. You explain it, Kerry, please, because I think you...
Which part? The color?
Yeah, the flavor of the part of the coffee thing, the brown thing of the agave, what happens?
Oh, okay. As the agave ripens, similar to a banana, for example, where the banana is getting ripe, it starts to get the dark color on the peel. Well, on the agave, you start to get some of the reddish brown colors, as you see on these here. So I would say these are very, very ripe. These look like they're very mature and ready to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gary from Tequila Connection is giving us this nice explanation. Thank you very much, Gary. See how the agave's place is in the oven. Come on, please, guys.
Steam can work its way in so that all the agaves cook kind of at the same rate.
Right.
So they don't have them smashed around to where the ones that are in the center don't get the heat. The way that they put them, there's a little bit of a science to it.
Right, right. And you know, it's right on as far as the top of it. Yeah. So there are space in between the agaves, so all the agaves can get the heat and the steam out of it and can cook.
The same rate.
Right. All right. Let's taste the agave now.
Yeah, we're gonna get to taste it. It's very sweet. It tastes kind of like a sweet potato, a honey type of flavor. And it's very, very, I like it. One of my favorite parts is when you get to taste it.
But I have heard that if you eat, well, more than you should, you get the Moctezuma revenge.
Oh,
is that right?
I don't know. I don't know about that. That's possible. Part of the process. The first maybe 4 to 8 or maybe even 12 hours, the juices that come out are on the bitter side. And a lot of the distilleries, they don't use those juices. They let them kind of drain away.
Yeah.
They call them the bitter honeys. And then after that, see what that is the green, the waxy part of the outside that you can see on the raw piñas. That cooks first and drips down. So right around the outside where the leaves are, that's where you get some of the bitter flavor, and they don't want to use that in the tequila. So they let that drain off, and then from there on, that's the juices that they'll capture to process.
Yeah. Can we talk then about the first run or second run, like in the wines? No, the first run. Okay, you're not familiar with the terms. Yeah, in wines, the first part of the juice that doesn't need any pressing at all, it's called the first run.
Okay.
And it supposedly is the richest part of the wine.
Yes, and probably when they are separating the juices, it's probably those first juices that come out that are the best juices from the agave, I would expect.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Gary.
Very few distilleries today are using the Tahona. It's a large stone wheel, weighs somewhere around 2 tons. It can be pulled by a tractor or by a mule, and only a few distilleries are still using this method because it's very labor intensive. But there's some, like that the Tahona produces really a premium quality in the tequila. El Tapatio or El Tesoro here, they use the Tahona to produce their Paradiso tequila. I believe it's extra añejo, aged at a minimum of 3 years. This would be used instead of the 5-stage press to crush the agave, to break down the agave, to get the juices removed from the piñas.
Thank you, Kerry.
I should say other distilleries, what they do, they'll mix what they have here from the Tahona and they'll combine it with the modern method and use both of them to make a process of tequila. Blend some of it.
Yeah, I think as far as I know, it's Siete Leguas does it. What other? Maybe Azul, Los Abuelos, right? Patron, and also there is another word, Oro Azul, and the ends, and yeah, right. Very good. A ver, don Manuel, ¿qué es esto?
Esto es una caldera.
Ah, it's a boiler.
Una caldera muy antigua.
Very ancient.
Que ahorita ya no está en servicio.
It's not in service now.
Nada más, y ahorita está para exhibición.
It's an exhibition. ¿Alguna vez la usaron realmente?
Oh, sí, muchos años, alrededor de unos 70 años.
For 70 years it wasn't used to produce tequila, para producir tequila.
Para producir tequila.
Very nice, very nice. Wow. ¿Qué es eso? What is that?
Eso se llaman
puerquitos, pigs.
Estos son puerquitos. Tortuga.
Tortuga.
Ahí.
Ah, ok. Muy bien. ¿Y esto calienta o qué?
Oh, sí, es hierve agua, que es lo que produce el vapor.
Those are where the water are boiled. The heater interchanges, I think, and here is what boils the water. At the aging place of the distillery, a lot of water comes out of the mules, and there is a free natural run of water that goes under the warehouse, so it's cool and humid. Let let's take now the good times, the tasting of the. This is, what kind of tequila are we tasting? ¿Qué clase de tequila estamos probando?
Es tequila tapatío.
Tequila tapatío.
Claro.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.